Here's a number for you. 70%. That's the percentage of lottery winners who end up broke within just a few years of hitting the jackpot. Millions of dollars gone. Now think about this. In 2014, a janitor from Vermont named Ronald Reed passed away quietly at 92 years old. He had worked his entire life mopping floors and pumping gas. And when they read his will, the world was stunned. He left behind an estate worth $8 million. Same planet, completely different results. And the difference between those two stories, it has nothing to do with luck, education, or how hard someone worked. It has everything to do with a lie. A lie so deeply embedded in our culture that most of us have never once stopped to question it. A lie that has quietly kept more people broke than any recession, any corrupt government, or any bad investment ever could. And here's the thing. You've believed it your whole life. I believed it too. The lie goes something like this. If you want to get rich, you need to earn more money. Simple, logical. Everywhere you look, this idea is being sold to you. Get a better job, ask for a raise, start a side hustle, make 6 figures, 7 figures. The entire self-help industry, the hustle culture, the LinkedIn motivational posts, all of it is built on this one foundational assumption. More income equals more wealth. Earn big, live big, become rich. It sounds so obvious that questioning it almost feels stupid. But here's where it starts to fall apart. Mike Tyson earned over $400 million in his boxing career. $400 million. He declared bankruptcy in 2003. Nicolas Cage made hundreds of millions from Hollywood and spent it so fast that he ended up owing the IRS $14 million in back taxes. And it's not just celebrities. Studies show that about 1/3 of Americans earning over $100,000 a year are still living paycheck to paycheck. Not because they're irresponsible people, not because they're careless, but because they've been following the wrong map. Meanwhile, Ronald Reed, the janitor, never made more than a modest wage his entire life. He drove a used car. He wore flannel shirts held together with safety pins. He lived below his means so consistently and invested so quietly and patiently in dividend stocks that time and compounding did the rest. He didn't earn his way to $8 million. He built his way there. This is the part that most financial advice completely misses. And it's the part that changes everything once you understand it. There's a concept in psychology called hedonic adaptation. It basically means that human beings are wired to get used to whatever they have. You get a raise, you feel great for a few weeks, and then that new income level becomes your new normal. So what do? You spend more. You upgrade the car, the apartment, the wardrobe, the vacations. Psychologists call this the hedonic treadmill. You keep running, but you never actually get anywhere. Your lifestyle inflates almost automatically to match your income, and the gap between what you earn and what you keep stays razor thin. This is why a doctor can earn $300,000 a year and still feel financially stressed. Because the income went up, but so did the mortgage, the private school fees, the country club membership, and the expectations. The income grew, the wealth didn't. And then there's something called the Diderot effect, named after the French philosopher Denis Diderot, who in the 1700s received a beautiful scarlet dressing gown as a gift. That one gift made everything else in his home look shabby by comparison. So he replaced his old rug, then his desk, then his chair, then his art. One upgrade triggers another and another until you spent everything trying to make your life feel coherent and complete. Sound familiar? Buy a new phone, and suddenly the case, the AirPods, and the charger all need upgrading too. This isn't weakness. This is just how human psychology works. And the people who get rich aren't people who overcome this instinct through sheer willpower. They're people who understand it and build systems around it. So what is the actual truth? What's on the other side of this lie? It's this. Wealth is not about how much you earn. Wealth is about the gap between what you earn and what you spend, multiplied by time. That's it. That's the whole secret that financial advisors charge hundreds of dollars an hour to eventually get around to telling you. The gap. And then what you do with that gap. Specifically, whether you turn it into assets that grow while you sleep. 99% of Warren Buffett's net worth was built after his 50th birthday. Not because he suddenly started earning more, but because compounding interest needed time to work. He started investing at 11 years old. He let time do what time does. The secret weapon was patience, not income. This is why two people can start careers on the exact same salary and end up in completely different financial realities 30 years later. One person invested the gap, the other spent the gap. And the market doesn't care how smart you are, what school you went to, or how hard you worked. It only cares about time and consistency. Now, none of this means you shouldn't try to earn more. Of course you should. A higher income gives you a bigger gap to work with. But if you chase income without first understanding the psychology of spending, you will spend every dollar of that raise before it ever has a chance to become wealth. The trap doesn't care how much you earn. It catches high earners just as easily as low ones. The people who actually build generational wealth, the Ronald Reeds of the world, quiet, patient, consistent, they understand something most people never learn in school, never hear from their parents, and never absorb from the culture around them. They understand that you don't get rich by making more. You get rich by keeping more, and then putting what you keep to work. This is the shift from income-focused thinking to wealth-focused thinking. From asking, how do I earn more, to asking, how do I build more? It's a psychological shift before it's a financial one. And it changes every decision you make: what you buy, what you drive, where you live, what you invest in, and how much you value your own future self over your present one. The lie told you to run faster. The truth asks you to run smarter, and sometimes to stop running altogether and let your money do the running for you. You've been handed a map with the wrong destination on it, and as long as you keep following it, you can sprint your entire life and still end up exactly where you started. If this kind of thinking, the real mechanics behind money, behavior, and wealth, is something you want to go deeper on, you're in the right place. This channel, Wealth Decoded, exists for one reason: to pull back the curtain on the systems, psychology, and hidden truths that shape why some people build real wealth and most people don't. Subscribe, because the next video might be the one that changes how you see everything. The janitor knew something the boxer didn't, and now, so do you.